All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here on Twitch. I'm NixJGGen24, and today we're going to be grinding out the Moonshot program. So I kind of started this on Friday. It was released on Friday, and I finished up the Cornerstone Evolution programs a lot quicker than I thought. So, I kind of got a head start, but at the same time, not really. I didn't really make any progress. You can see here, I don't have any program stars at all in this. What I could do is I could technically just do the moments, and that'll get me up to the Eclipse pack, which will give me another Moonshot program guy to select. There's also Full Moon as well. What's up, SB Champ? How are ya? So we got a lot of cards to grind here, or a lot of cards to be able to achieve. So, I forgot to see if Richie Ashburn, if he's not really gone down in price, but maybe if I get to that Full Moon 2.0 pack, maybe I can get him without having to, without really having to buy him. That would be ideal. So we do have a new program that they released today. It's for Roberto Clemente Day, obviously honoring Roberto Clemente. They've pretty much done this, I think, ever since 2 years ago. They've been doing this program, so maybe even longer. I do remember it for a while. But anyway, not really too many players you can earn from it. You can only earn Roberto Clemente. Just taking a look at his stats, I mean, this is clearly a guy that would really benefit my team, since he's got like 4 of the quirks that I really look for in a player. Playing at home, playing in the daytime, first pitch hitter, and unfazed. Do the conquest and you're done with the program. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. That looks pretty simple to me. Okay. All right, well, see how that goes. One update I do want to give you guys before I move on. As you can see here, I did get to the first boss pack in the 8th inning program, or 8th inning XP path. I did not play anything in Diamond Dynasty. I just played on franchise. I completely forgot that you earn XP regardless of whatever mode you play. So I was playing it, and I got the pack, or I got the pack. But the good news is I did not open it. Okay, as you can see, it's sitting right there. But you guys already know who's going to be my selection. I made it very clear Mike Piazza was going to be my guy. So definitely taking him. And he helps out with the Hall of Fame series collection. So, but I need 3 more guys, which, I can earn some of them by doing the Diamond Quest. I can earn some of them by doing, I think there's a mini seasons one. Well, either way, that's all going to be for a later day. Right now, I want to focus on the Moonshot program. So I already have the lineup set. Not really much for me to do. So let's see. Is it like, does this also have? No, I have to earn them. All right. So what we're going to do then is we're going to do the moments. Just get them out of the way so I can start getting some of these pictures. After all, I do have to get them. I do have to get parallel XP with them, so I might as well get it,
The batter, number 11, shortstop,
even though they're all commons.
Aparicio.
We're getting close to the second one. The second pack. Boss pack. Nice. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about not being able to play on the weekends. It's just... I can't even touch it because, for one thing, there are other games I like to play. Like, before I came on stream here, I was playing NBA 2K26. I was doing my career. So I enjoy playing other games, and plus I also do the daily missions for EA Sports College Football 26 and Madden 26. So it just doesn't leave me a lot of time to be able to play MLB The Show 26 outside of what I do on stream. But the thing with that is that I spend 3 hours playing the game during each weekday. So it's like, why bother playing on the weekends when, you know, I already spent 15 hours a week playing this game? You know, gotta play other games. You have to. There's so many other options. And there are even some games I do want to play, but I just don't have time for. Like, I have WWE 2K26, I have Red Dead Redemption 2 that I want to play. But I never feel like I have time except for when my weekend is it. Or when it's my weekend, like it is now. So later I'll be able to play some of those games, but for the most part, you know, I can't really touch them since I spend 3 hours on this game every weekday. Listen to me complaining about not having enough time to be able to play all the games. Like, oh, what a hard life.
Now batting, shortstop. Aparicio.
You know, my Mets, what else can I say about them? This was a rough weekend series. I mean, I'm glad that they at least won the last one, the last game against the Rangers, but I can't be... I refuse to buy in. I really do. I refuse to buy into the Mets and what they're doing right now. Yes, they're a half game ahead of the Giants in the wild card, but, you know, they've got the Padres and the Cubs coming up. Not to mention, the Nationals are just going to play spoilers, as are the Marlins. I mean, what do they have to lose? Their season's done. But the Mets have everything to lose. You know, it's the damn bullpen. I mean, yeah, Yona Tong had an egregious game on Friday night. That was terrible. I mean, couldn't even get out of the inning. He gave up... I think he got credited with 5 or 6 runs, and that was pretty much it. I mean, I really feel bad for him. I do. I'm not trying to harp on the guy. I mean, what did we as Met fans expect? Him, Sprout, McLean, we expected them to be saviors when we're in the middle of a pennant chase. And why? Because we can't rely on our other pitchers. We can't rely on Peterson. We can't rely on Senga. We can't rely on Manaya. We can't rely on our rotation. How sad is that? And now all of a sudden we're expecting these young kids to be saviors for us. Talk about a lot of pressure. I really do feel bad for Yona Tong, and I don't want him to have his opinion changed on the Mets and their fans just because of one bad outing. If anything, what he should know, those boos shouldn't have been meant for him. Who they should have been meant for is Mendoza and Stearns. Those are the two guys, and Hefner, three guys, who are really screwing up this organization. Okay, Stearns didn't bother to go out there and build a solid rotation. Instead, he brought back Minaya, who wasn't even here for half the year, and then when he did come back, he hasn't been that great. Kodai Senga, he was solid to start out, but yeah, he was going to tire. Peterson, I mean, there was a lot of expectations for him, and I'm sure he did as well as he could in the beginning part of the year, but towards the end, that's where we got back the old Peterson. The Peterson who can't get through the lineup the third time. He just gets absolutely wrecked.
That's a ball.
And then you sign Frankie Montas, who only had a few starts before now he's got to get Tommy John surgery. He's done for this year, and he's likely done for next year. So Stearns just signed a pitcher, gave him $34 million, and he only gets like 5 or 6 starts for the Mets. Terrible signing. And then to really throw it off, or really, really pile on here, Clay Holmes? Oh, he's an experiment. We're going to make him a starting pitcher. Working out great so far. Oh my gosh. I mean, I think we really missed out on Griffin Canning. He was solid for the Mets. Unfortunately, the injury bug bit him. Not his fault. So, all these problems leads to Yona Tong and Noah McLean and Brandon Sproat having these high expectations in these high-pressure situations. And my God, they are kids. They're kids. At least to me, they're kids. Like, obviously, they're adults, but to me, they're kids. That's where I've gotten to at this point in my life. All these young guys are just kids to me. But just going back on my point, you know, these poor kids. The weight of the world is on their shoulders, and if they don't perform, Met fans are going to be upset, and then we lead to exactly where they are right now, which is a game and a half over the San Francisco Giants for the third and final wild card. And let's keep in mind that even if the Mets somehow hold on to that wild card, they got to go up against the Dodgers in the wild card round. Not exactly easy. And then even if they go on an amazing run and San Diego collapses and the Mets get the second wild card, then they got to go up against the Cubs. I mean, pick your poison, really, if you want to. If you look at it, it's not a really good situation for the Mets, especially with their pitching so much in question. As much as their starting pitching is in question, so is their bullpen. I mean, think about it. Aside from that Jonah Tong game, aside from that, the Saturday game, they should have won that. But no, let's take out McLean in the seventh inning, and let's put in Diaz because we're going to shut the door. Oh, no. What he's going to do is he's not only going to let the Rangers tie it, but in the ninth inning, he's going to give up the lead, and then that's it for the Mets. And then on Sunday, 2-0 lead, give it right back. Only to win it in extras.
Second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
The Mets are not going to be successful in the playoffs if their pitching is not up to par. And right now, it is not up to par. Nolan McLean has been fantastic. I really have no bad things to say about him. Other than that one start in Cincinnati where he was struggling, okay, he's been great for the Mets. Jonah Tong obviously had that game on Friday. I'm sure his confidence is shaken, so gotta watch out for him. Brendan Sproat, he's doing his thing. He's being solid for the Mets.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
But again, this all goes back to David Stearns, Carlos Mendoza, and Jeremy Hefner. Stearns is the one who put this rotation together. Mendoza is the one who's keeping track of pitch count and everything, and he doesn't know when to pull these guys. Or he either pulls them too late and the damage is done, or he pulls them too early and then the bullpen blows it. And then Hefner, he's supposed to be responsible for all these pitchers. And yet the only one that I can point to who's been solid since the end of August, Nolan McLean. What about the other guys? What's going on, Hefner? So I can't buy into the Mets. I really can't. Even if they somehow make the playoffs, there's no way they have a long playoff run. If anything, it might be over in 2 games.
No, he's in there.
Whether that be against the Dodgers or the Cubs. Most likely the Dodgers. So if they don't make the playoffs, heads need to roll. Cohen needs to take charge. I mean, if I were Cohen and the Mets miss the playoffs, I'm firing Mendoza. I'm firing Eric Chavez. I'm firing Jeremy Hefner. I'm firing Sarbaugh. In fact, I'm just completely cleaning house when it comes to the coaching team. Like, I'm going out there getting a new manager, a new coach, a new hitting coach, new pitching coach. You know, people who actually understand how this game is supposed to be played. Not people who are just winging it and hoping for the best.
Aye.
Then I'm also telling David Stearns I'm hiring a real GM. He can be busy with president of baseball operations stuff, but he is not going to be a GM. Instead, I'd rather hire Carlos Beltran. At least Beltran has front office experience, and he has worked with the guys down in the minors and knows how to determine if they're actually ready to be at the MLB level. I mean, if you want to go in-house, I think that's what you do. And then as for some of these guys, I mean, I'm not bringing back Mullins. I'm not bringing back Helsley. I'm definitely finding a way to get rid of Reed Garrett. And I know the big question is going to be Alonso. I say you either take $25 million a year and you're satisfied with that, 5 years, $25 million a year, or good luck in free agency. Because if Pete Alonso thinks that he's going to get paid more than Freddie Freeman, who's a World Series MVP, I'm sorry, he's lost his mind. So that's more of a take it or leave it kind of situation. And then we also have Edwin Diaz. You know, what do we do? What do we do about him? I mean, I would try to re-sign him because you need that closer. And Diaz, for as much fault as he's had in certain situations, I mean, I don't think it's... he has been just as instrumental for the Mets. So I would try to bring him back too. Definitely give him a little more effort than Pete Alonso, but if Diaz tries to get all crazy, I say bye-bye. You know, the Mets know what they can look for in a closing pitcher. And no, it's not an amazing walkout song like like Narcos or Hell's Bells. No, I'm looking for a guy. I mean, the Mets had Jerry's Familia. Let's not forget that. And Francisco Rodriguez. So the Mets have a history of getting solid closers out of the bullpen. I don't know what would be an appropriate number for Edwin Diaz, but I believe that...
Second baseman,
no thanks.
Mazeroski.
Although, if he pitches like he did against the Mets, but against the Phillies, I mean, look, Zach Wheeler always dominates the Mets whenever he pitches against them. If Aaron Nola could do the same thing against the Phillies, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. But it's I definitely feel like that. I mean, don't forget that the Mets are going to have Christian Scott coming back at some point. So that's going to be another young arm. I mean, they're going to have to ease him back in, so he likely won't start at the major league level. But if he could be solid in the minors, I mean, the Mets could bring him up. Hey, you never know how a player is going to play against their former team. There's always that chip on their shoulder of, hey, I want to prove to them that they made a mistake by letting me go. I'm not advocating for Nola to join the Mets. I'm just saying that, you know, that would be my best hope for Nola if he were on the Mets. Also, don't forget that we're going to have Griffin Canning back at some point, too. I mean, Griffin Canning was nothing special, but he was pretty decent. I would dare even say solid for the Mets before his injury. He was definitely one of the more pleasant surprises, like another Luis Severino. Now, it would be nice if I could just hit a freaking home run here. I think I'm gonna have to like stop because this is just getting ridiculous at this point, and I'm wasting a lot of time. I mean, it's been 25 minutes into this stream. I only have one moment done. Yeah, I think I need to quit this moment. Go on to somewhere else. I mean, that's a hard stadium to hit a home run out of.
The first baseman, number 23, Carlos Pena.
Just get on my rant, and I'm not even paying attention to the game itself. So, I just, a lot of issues for the Mets right now. We still have to get through the rest of the regular season. Plus, we have to get through the playoffs, and then we can talk about whatever we can, and then we can talk about whatever changes the Mets need to go after. By the way, I didn't mean to ignore your comment about finishing up TA Neon, so good for you. I don't even have that done. I don't have it done at all. But I'm just busy grinding other stuff, and I mean, Team Affinity Neon was going to take a back seat. Once all these new programs came in, I knew that it was going to take a back seat.
Oh, one's the count. Got him on the tag.
Let's see. Got a new dog. What kind of dog is it?
Did he go? Aye.
Yes. Nice. So we picked up Dibble and Chapman and Clemens. That's good. I mean, some of the dogs are really sweet. Like golden retrievers, they're so sweet. And honestly, I'll tell you that if it don't remember, she's going to be 7 pounds and she's. Oh, so it's okay. So it might be like one of those Chihuahuas, or maybe a Dachshund. Maybe. Okay, so it's also a female dog. That's good. I can tell you because my family owns two female dogs and one male dog, and I can tell you that the female dogs are much more relaxed than the male dog is. The male dog is very energetic, has a lot of energy. Yes, well, that's kind of what I just repeated myself. Sorry.
Aye.
But
Two balls.
female dogs, in my experience, have been very chill. Okay? I mean, I don't know if that's just something biologically or if the dogs, or if maybe that's just how we trained her. I mean, if that's how we trained Ginger and Lainey, Hopefully we should probably apply the same techniques to Rocky, because Rocky is like all over the place. He's a sweet dog. I'm not saying I'm not saying that, but I mean, he's just so freaking nuts. He wants to give love. I understand that. But sometimes he doesn't understand when he should not be doing that. She looks very cute. She's apparently very energetic right now. She apparently disappeared yesterday and she found her. So a little mischievous. I mean, that might just be the puppy stage. All right? It's probably just the puppy stage. You know, she'll grow out of it. I'm just saying that, I mean, look, Ginger and Lainey were the same way. Right? Freaking Ginger chewed up one of my foul balls that I got at a Mets game. And that was the only one that I had at that point, so I was pretty pissed that she did that. But I did get a new one, so at the very least, it was okay. But still, dogs can be a little mischievous, but if you train them right, then they could be some of the most chill dogs, or they could be really chill. They're cute when they're in the puppy stage, but after a while, it tends to get to be gets to be a little much.
1-1.
I mean, your aunt is going to have to puppy-proof her house. Like, any
2 strikes.
Any openings at all that she has in her house or outside of her house, she needs to seal them up. Because that puppy will go all over, exploring, trying to find stuff. You know, so puppy-proof. Puppy-proof it, and make sure she can't get anywhere that you don't want her to, that your aunt doesn't want her to go. Also, get a lot of chewable toys. Okay, because that dog is going to be trying to chew everything. Believe me, we've gone through that with Lainey and Lainey and Ginger, and we're going through it right now with Rocky. I mean, freaking Rocky chewed up the TV remote. Luckily, we had another one, but still. And it's the second time he's done that since we've had him. So make sure you keep anything you don't want the dog to chew up in places where that dog cannot get to it. Simple. He grabs it because my parents leave it somewhere where he can grab it. He takes it outside and he decides, ooh, this is hard enough. I'm going to chew on it. And then freaking tears the remote apart. And it's not just a TV remote, okay? He just stole my brother's glasses case, or my mom's glasses case. He's stolen her glasses. I mean, Ginger did the same thing. Ginger and Lainey did the same thing. He will chew anything and everything that he can get his hands on, or his mouth
now
on.
Batting, the catcher, Joe Mauer.
So, Don't leave anything to chance. If you think it's something that the dog is going to be interested in, put it somewhere where they can't get to it.
Up next for the Twins.
What else? What else? You're going to need lots of treats. Okay? My family likes to go with
Ball, that pitch is out.
breaded treats, like, or even cookies. She might not do it right now, but I mean, she's going to be teething, much like babies go through teething. The puppies also go through teething, so to help them with that, give them a cube, an ice cube. Ice cube usually works very well. In fact, my aunt did that with her dog Molly, and that worked. Listen, puppies sleep a lot. They sleep a lot when they're that young. But they may tire out, but in that short span, she may tire out, but in that short span that she has that energy, that dog is going wild. And as they get older, it's going to last a little bit longer. So I'm just giving advice here. Okay? I mean, you and your aunt can do whatever you want with it, but I'm just telling you from my experience of my family owning 3 dogs. Actually, multiple dogs. We've had multiple dogs over the years, but like I've seen Lainey grow up. I've seen Ginger grow up, and now we're going through Rocky right now. So I'm just offering advice here. I guess it really doesn't matter which one I choose. They were going to be quick sold anyway. Ooh, Giambi. Okay. All right. I just, I'm just offering advice, that's all. But if your aunt has a handle on it, then then I gotta trust that you guys know what you're doing. Maybe we will give that Bill Mazeroski moment another try. What's up, Joey Spitfire? How are you? I'm doing all right. Doing all right. I mean, the Mets and the Jets are not exactly making my sports life any easier, but or any they're not making it easy or fun, but I'm committed at this point.
1-1.
First 2 dogs when she lived in New Jersey, but I school down there. Do not tell me that that's... You son of a gun! I had 10 to 15 tries to get that done in the first time I attempted it. and then I go and do the other moments, come back to it, first step or first attempt or first time on the second attempt, that happens. Oh my God. All right, so I have all the pitchers, right? So Clemens and whoops. I have Clemens, I have Chapman, I have Dibble, Ubaldo, Jimenez, Felix Bautista, Clayton Kershaw. I got to get these guys into my rotation. And then Aparicio, I got to move him to the top of my lineup because he needs to lead off and get that parallel XP for me. Let's see. So Aparicio. $110.90. Okay, I think we're good. Actually, I need to add the guys here. Right, so we need Jimenez, we need Clemens, and we need Kershaw. Wait. Actually, Seaver or Ryan can go there. Seaver will stay where he is. And then Franco will be replaced by Chapman, Dibble in for there, and then Felix Bautista for Finnegan. Those are the three guys I need to worry about. Chapman, Dibble, and Bautista. And then, of course, Kershaw, Jimenez, and Clemens. I think the first three could do like 2 innings, or these three, they could do 2 innings each. And then Chapman, Dibble, and Bautista, they could do 1 inning. And then that way I get the parallel XP with them, or as much as I can anyway. All right, so let's go play versus CPU, going up against the White Sox at home. No LaGraza, did not download LaGraza. But I still have Costco. So I think we'll start with Kershaw, get him through the first 2 innings, and then we'll do Jimenez and Clemens. Excuse me. So, as far as my Jets go, I mean, I wasn't expecting an upset. The Bills are the Bills. And the Jets, they couldn't even hold Aaron Rodgers to... They allowed Aaron Rodgers to throw 4 touchdowns.
Right 2. 1 and 2.
So, and I don't know how I don't know why I would expect that the Steelers were going to be, or if they couldn't hold the Steelers to under 30 points, I don't know how they were going to do that for the Buffalo Bills. So, like I said, I'm used to it at this point. I am used to it. I guess we'll just have to hope that they can beat Carolina. Maybe that'll be one of their wins.
He's safe.
But this is going to be a rough season. This is going to be rough. Strike 3, sit out. I mean, and also, like,
0-1.
it sucks that Justin Fields went down with the concussion, and God knows how long, God knows if he's going to be able to clear protocol. But I mean, come on, as Jet fans, were we really expecting Fields to be Superman? Like, come on. Even if he didn't get hurt in that game, it's not like he was going to be... It's not like he was going to beat Josh Allen. Vikings QB is going to miss 2 to 4 weeks. I bet the Vikings really regret letting Sam Darnold go. Could be using him right now, but no, they got to rely on JJ McCarthy, or they got to have a hope for him. I mean, I don't know how Darnold is doing with Seattle right now, but
0-2.
at least they would have a QB who could actually be pretty good for them. Couldn't be good with the Jets, but he could have been good with the Vikings. In fact, he was good with the Vikings. Strike 3, sit down. I mean, Joe Burrow, at least the Vikings will get... At least the Vikings will get McCarthy back at some point. I mean, the Bengals are going to be without Joe Burrow for most of the season. So they're going to have to somehow hang on. And if they can't hang on, they're screwed. Strike 3, sit down. Actually is bad for me fantasy-wise, because now who's going to throw the ball to T. Higgins? Probably going to regret training sailing. You know, as an organization, you have to think that someone is going to get hurt, and you need backup plans for that. And if you're putting all your eggs in one basket, i.e. JJ McCarthy, and hoping he doesn't get hurt, I'm sorry, but that's being foolish. So, even the Jets right now, they don't... If Justin Fields is not ready for Sunday, then they're going to have to go to Tyrod Taylor. They're not going to have a choice in that. I mean...
It's 0-1.
if I'm being honest, if I had Justin Jefferson on my team, I'd be very concerned. Just like I'm concerned with, T. Higgins, without Joe Burrow.
Team Finish.
Hee-ha! 0-1.
Well, I don't know how T. Higgins is going to perform now that they don't have Joe Burrow.
Hee-ha! Hey!
Is Montgomery getting cute over there? Like, oh, I could steal on Grandal.
Ah!
Yeah,
No ball. 2 strikes.
I could throw over too. Just remember that. I could
That's a
throw
ball.
over. Oh my god. Yeah, this is going to be a struggle. Not even sure if I'm going to be able to beat the White Sox. That's the sad part.
Hee-ha!
I mean, I'm not doing myself any favors by swinging first pitch at a lot of these pitches.
Got it. He's up.
I'm also not doing myself any favors by letting base runners steal bags on Grandal.
0-1.
I know Grandal is not a good catcher,
Achoo!
but I don't think I have any other options. Strike 3, sit down. I just gotta hope that my offense is gonna pick it up at some point. Like maybe Byron Buxton can get me going there. He's not gonna get a good jump though.
Runner! 1-0.
But I needed to avoid the double play. So at least getting that stolen base drives in a run for me. Or at the very least it would have prevented me from hitting into a double play. Now I can't do it. Because Jesse Winker is slow as crap.
He's up.
Aparicio, though, he could probably get me some XP here. Definitely a runner on the base path, so I'm going to look to take advantage of that.
That missed. That's a ball. No, too late. Hee-ha! No, he's safe.
So. Life as a Jets and a Mets fan, not fun. So much hope for literally the same stuff over and over again. Does that make the Jet fans insane?
0-1.
Or any of the other teams insane? Like expecting different results but doing the same thing over and over and over again? Strike 3, sit down.
No ball. One strike. Huh.
Really? Wow. See, I figured... I actually thought the Eagles would win. You know? Think about it. The Eagles had the Chiefs' number in the Super Bowl. It wasn't even close. I was like, I know the Chiefs are the Chiefs. Well, yeah, but so did the Chiefs. Both teams played like crap yesterday. I mean...
Now batting, third baseman.
Saquon Barkley only had 88 yards. I think Jalen Hurts had over 100, and that was it. Passing, I'm talking about. Passing. I mean, it was definitely a lot. I was hoping it would be a close game because I didn't want to see another Super Bowl match or another Super Bowl differential. I wanted to see a close matchup, and it was. It was very close. Is it because that both teams didn't play well? Yeah, maybe. But maybe that also speaks to how good the defenses for both teams are. And as they usually say in the NFL, defense wins championships.
Now pitching.
I mean, it's a cliche, but it's true. Think about it. Would the Falcons have won the Super Bowl against the Patriots if they had a better defense? Yeah, I absolutely believe that. One stop. If they had stopped Tom Brady for one of those drives, we'd be talking about the Falcons having a Super Bowl right now. And even look at, I know this is another example, but look at or another Patriots example, but look at 2013 Super Bowl. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I meant, what was it, 2015, 2016? Might have been 2015. But, or even 2017. Whichever one the Seahawks and the Patriots went up against each other.
It's 0-1.
That last stop by Butler to pick off that throw, I mean, yeah, that was a dumb decision by the Seahawks to try to pass it on when they were like 2 yards away from the end zone. I get what they were trying to do, but it was still dumb. But yet, if Butler does not intercept that pass, Patriots don't win that Super Bowl.
That's inside. That's a ball. No, that missed. That's a ball. 2-2.
I mean, even look to Cardinals and Steelers. I think that was 2008. No, that was it wasn't 09. It wasn't 10. Which was it? Darn it. Maybe it was 09. Because 08 was Giants versus Patriots.
0-1.
No, because 09 was Oh, no, wait. Yeah, it was 09. 2010, I believe, was Colts and Saints. And then after that, yeah, it was Packers and Steelers. So 2009, the Steelers defense outplayed Kurt Warner and the Cardinals offense. Steelers don't have that great of a defense. No way they win that Super Bowl. It's cliche, but you guys get my point. It's cliche, but it's true. You don't have a defense, you're not winning games. And you're certainly not winning championships. So maybe the Eagles and the Chiefs, for as bad offensively as they were, maybe that also says how great their defenses were. I never thought I would see Jalen Hurts held to just over 100 yards passing. That's crazy to me. That's like, I compare that to Jets or Sam Darnold barely getting over 200. Even Zach Wilson barely over 200. If either one of those quarterbacks got over 200, we were celebrating. We were acting like they were the second coming of Jesus. The game has changed so much. Like, oh God, I remember the days when, you threw over 300 yards passing, and you were considered an elite quarterback. And a typical quarterback would throw like 250 yards in a game, an average quarterback. Nowadays it's so split because you have quarterbacks not only throwing but also running. So now they don't get. Now it's expected that they get over 200 yards passing, but also 100 yards rushing. It's crazy.
0-2.
Guys like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, even Aaron Rodgers to an extent would not. I mean, yeah, they're doing well in the NFL, or Rodgers is still in the NFL and he's doing well. But I mean, if they were to enter the league right now, they would probably not have the careers that they've had.
That missed. That's a ball.
Same thing for Drew Brees. Drew Brees would probably not have the career that he had if he were in today's NFL. It's a different game. There's so much reliance on being a mobile QB. I mean, Michael Vick started, I would argue that, well, actually, Vick was just a catalyst for it. There were obviously others who came before him. Like, I think of, Randall Cunningham for the Eagles. I think he was a bit of a scrambler himself. But they were very few and far in between. It was only until recently that, this idea of a quarterback being extremely mobile was adopted. Now, if you don't do that, you're not surviving in the NFL long. Game has changed. It has changed. Gone are the days of the arm slingers. Rich Gannon is another prime example of a guy who, if he entered the NFL today, he would be absolutely lost.
Now pitching for Chicago, number 61, Mike.
One ball, no strike.
So, the NFL that I grew up with is gone. Now it's a different NFL.
2-0.
I mean, does that make me old at this point? I mean, look, don't get me wrong. As someone who grew up admiring Curtis Martin, I always appreciated the role that halfbacks play. Okay? And this is the beauty of the game. Either one, or there's a lot of different running backs that can excel in the NFL today. You could be the speedster, the guy that, the guy that pretty much hits the tackle, gets into open field, and runs it all the way to the house for a touchdown. You could also be a halfback like Marshawn Lynch, where you just ground and pound it right up the middle if you're close to the end zone and you score that touchdown. You could also be a receiving running back. Someone that QBs can rely on.
No, that's high.
Alexander.
Hee-haw! Hit! Ball. 2-2. We got a full count.